although it's great to have concerts organized at a different place, I am hoping that in the event that I Hello and good night. Well, it is just past midnight by 3 minutes. It is 12:03 a.m. Yesterday was a long vlog, 42 minutes, but not a long day. It was kind of a short day, to be honest, because before I got into the concert, I went up that parking floor by floor, and I'm like, oh snap. And I was so lucky at the end to get one of the 5 or 6 remaining empty spots. At some point during the concerts, the owner of the rock school talked about this as well. I may not have filmed it, but he did say, oh, it's pretty bad. We got all those people that are going up and down that lot in panic mode trying to find a spot, and we don't want any of our guests to be in panic mode. Whatever so. But the most interesting part of the concert for me was when those that I have previously met with the band for the last song of the adult band are wearing those fake beards, just to part of a dedication to yeah, they wanted to dedicate it to ZZ Top. And now it's the morning time, and we start the day today with rain. Well, that's lovely. Well, as of this hour, even the smallest chance of precipitation has been eradicated, though it is to remain chilly through the day with breeze like in degrees Fahrenheit, the mid 60s, in degrees Celsius, in the high teens, like 17, 18. Well, nevertheless, I just want to take this as a good opportunity, a pre-noon walk. It was a lot of pleasure watching the shows at the station, and although it's great to have concerts organized at a different place, I am hoping that in the event that I do attend the adult band in fall season, can have them in the lobby of the first building in campus. Well, I don't mind. And the fact that although it's not about me, yes, it did take me 15 minutes to find the exact restaurant, bar that the shows are taking place. When it comes to encountering a moment where someone around me is just moaning and growing like a dumbass just because they can't find a place, it does annoy me to a high extent. From I think, what is the left side of the stage, you take that exit, which you find yourself at the station, which you can catch a train. So basically, that restaurant is linked to the station that you can take those Metrolink trains. About my situation in the adult band, so from the time that I leave here in June, I will come back here on the evening of September 6th. So very likely I will miss no more than one meeting in the adult band, which will be the first one anyway. Well, it's not yet a guarantee whether I'll be in it or not, but the thing is, if I'm not in it, the only bit of music that I will focus on is GarageBand, which in the last 3 days I've been going from one song to another. Basically, it's either the adult band or GarageBand. Oh, wow, I'm loving these walks, to be strongly honest. But now we're coming closer to 1 o'clock. Now it's 12:47 with let's see, it says your parking session expires in under 3. Like, I don't know why I would get that kind of a message, because I had already left the spot at like 2:45 to 3 p.m. yesterday. The thing is, there are 2 options. Either you can go to the paying area and use the zone that you paid at, or there's the app. What was it called? And when I mention zone, like, it goes in the form of 1001, 1002, 1003, etc. And that basically shows the designated parking spaces near the zones. Who was that app called, though? I mean, I know it's something that begins with P, but I'll find out what it was. Passport parking. Yes. And with the overnight parking, well, even though it is typically only permitted to park in certain designated spaces at night, you can pay for up to 72 hours in those spots in stations that, oh wait, how did that happen? Yeah, that was weird, because I didn't even do a thing, and it just went right to the CD. Oh my god. That was unexpected. But yeah, like I was going to say, in parking spots that you can pay using passport parking, they're not going to give a shit about, like, if it's a spot that you can only park overnight. Well, it was lucky when I tried this out yesterday that even if you park in a spot that is designated to be only for overnight parking, they charge you the same amount as the other public parking spots. So with the Channel 1 station parking lot, you are likely to end up being this lucky. Well, that's if you park in any of those spots, which, as I mentioned yesterday, are numbered from 1 to 34. If you park in any of those spots during the daytime, yeah, I'm gonna switch back to radio at this point. Here we go. Well, at least in this car, it is much better when I have the radio on. Well, during the nighttime, it's not as, I think it's even free. I think you can park for free in any of those spots at night. I am not sure, to be exact.
Trace the cracks on the floor tonight. Neon shadows dance in the broken light. A heart beats loud, but it's out of sync. Lost in the rhythm, I can't quite dream.
Okay, after a late lunch, time for another walk. And yeah, you can tell that this has a lot to do with the precipitation earlier today. It's unpleasant, I know. Numerous rounds of precipitation, even though like 30 to 40 minutes have left its way to breeze. And look, a kite. And the kite continues to move upward. Well, the thing is, it's better to see it from here when the breeze carries it upwards. Oh, that's satisfying. You can see, oh my god. Now it's spinning around. Okay, well, now the kite has been brought down. It was a good few clips that I got of it while it was flying towards the sun. Well, at least I made 2 good recordings of that kite. I would love to have made a 3rd. Well, I did, actually, but it turned out to be way too blurry, even with the recording at 6x zoom, as we got moderate to high gusts from the winds, and 6 times is the highest that I can zoom it to on the iPhone 16e. Now, about something crazy that I have encountered today while we're heading to lunch. I would have got it on video if only we wouldn't make the turn too quickly, but on the 405 freeway, there had been such a brutal accident that luckily no one got injured in the accident, because the car that was hit lost the entire front bumper. Yeah, you heard me right. The entire front bumper of the vehicle came off. And another kite. Well, even with that breeze, it is not moving as fast as that other one did. The closer, the better, right? And look at what it says here. No sleeping in vehicles. This is funny. It's so funny that it says no sleeping in vehicles. Like, who would even sleep in their car? A homeless person? A drunk person? Like, now, according to an email that I got from Lucky Brand regarding the order that I made earlier this week, the shirt is to be delivered in no more than 2 days. I also found out that there's a 30% discount which expires on May 3rd. As I was looking through the shirt, and yes, I'm talking about the Chevrolet graphic shirt, even in store online, it is almost totally out of stock, and I was lucky to get one that's of my size in large. And after 2 days of looking through, I still can find that line toy. So tomorrow I am going to return to Hobby Lobby and get that safari pack and use it for plushables, which also with that set of 12, it is impossible to make a purchase using Instacart. So I am going to get in store at some point tomorrow before the afternoon. Thing is, I hate it when people brag about, like, well, I can go to Walmart to get a waterproof case, why use Instacart for shopping? Well, that's going to be another piece of focus. I'm actually thinking I could get the pouch, so that's going to be some more focus about tomorrow, though. Well, it's already the end of the day now, so obviously there's no point in doing Instacart shopping at this time. And based on rush order T, so obviously it's not going to be a quick delivery like the last order that I made. And I hope it doesn't get canceled, because according to its copyright policies, if they find out that whatever image that you put, whether if it's a brand or a graphic that is associated with the movie, as long as you make changes in the colors of that graphic online, they won't count it as copyright infringement. But in the case of copyright infringement, they do cancel orders like 1 or 2 days after. I was lucky with the Jurassic Park order that I made around this time last year. In the last 7 or 8 months, it became possible to insert AI generated images onto any design. It may have been a year or so, actually. Well, who knows? Especially at this time that the AI crisis is just climbing uphill. You might know about the Spider-Man t-shirt that I have made, the orange one. That was the second attempt of designing the Spider-Man t-shirt. In the first attempt, the color was burgundy, and I have put the face of Spider-Man as a graphic at the front, and one day after having ordered it, it got canceled due to copyright policies. I don't know how my iPhone 16e is at 6%, although I haven't touched it at all since it was at 10%. All right, guys, so I'm going to have to wrap it up for today now. I just found out that the time is 10:14 p.m., so it is getting late. I am going to say that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video tomorrow. Bye.